Hey beauties, hey bows, Gina coming at you. Open book time. So I want to talk about knowing your mate and exactly what does that mean. So you're in a relationship, your first few months, the first 3 months, this is the time that you're supposed to be getting to know your mate, knowing who it is that you are getting ready to spend your time with. Maybe somebody that will be a potential longevity person that you're going to be in this relationship with, right? So what do you want to find out about this person? Of course, your basic information. You want to know that. You want to know, do they have any goals, short-term, long-term goals? Where do they want to be 5 years from now? I mean, these are just some questions that need to be asked so you know their mindset, how they think about life, what they think about life, what they want to achieve in their life. Are they just doing day by day and just living on the wings of life? I mean, are they trying to go anywhere? Do you want to be successful? What do you want to do with yourself? So you want to get information from them to find out if this is somebody that is worth any more of your time to be invested in. So once you get past that point, now you're into 3 to 6 months of your relationship. This is the time where the real person should be coming out, okay? If that's the type of person. I'm not like that, okay? I don't have time to put on airs. I know a lot of people that are like that. You get right into it. Most people say, well, you don't want to come to the table and divulge. You want to get married and you want to have these amount of kids, and I make this amount of money. You know what? Forget all that. I don't have time. And I've been like this for since I was 30 years old. Okay, I don't have time to sex you up, and then find out your mind ain't even on a longevity relationship. I no, sorry. Anyhow, but you want this time frame to be where you guys are on the same page. So if you're dating multiple people, this needs to be divulged. And when I say dating, I don't mean that you're sleeping with multiple of people. Dating simply means you go out on a date, this person, that person. That's fine. There's nothing wrong with that. Because this is when you'll be able to find out who you need to weed out, who can stay around a little bit longer, and that sort of thing, okay? Now, you're now past 6 months. You're really into the relationship. So it should be established now that both of you are on the same level. You both are working to the same goal. You want to go to the same place. You want to take the relationship to the next level. Now, you've now gotten past all of this. You're years into your relationship, maybe. Now you get married. Now he was the type of person that is the type of person that likes to hang around his boys, or she likes to hang around her girls, and they like to do fun things. They had their individuality. They had their set of people that they still hung around with. You can't change that. Okay, that's what I'm saying. You have to know your mate, because you can't get into the marriage and then decide, Wednesday nights, I know you used to go and shoot pool, but we married now, baby. You can't do that. You have to be able to understand the type of person that you are with, so that you don't run into these problems once you get into the marriage. You have to know this already. You have to know how your mate is as far as cleanliness is concerned. Do they clean up behind themselves? If they don't, is this something that you can tolerate? You got to know that. Do they pitch in? If you suddenly fall ill, will they step up to the plate and do what they need to do and be able to run the household as almost as well as you did? When you start having babies, are they going to be the type of person that's hands-on? Will they help you through all of that? Cooking, shopping, will they pick up with that? Can they share in the responsibilities of that? Is your mate the type that is responsible with money? Because you guys know money and sex ruins the relationship, ruins many marriages. So you have to know if your mate is good with money. Do they save, or every time they get $1 they can't wait to spend it? You can't get to the next level of success if you have this type of person that you're in a relationship with, because it's not going to work. What are the beliefs as far as discipline when it comes to the kids? Do they believe in spankings? Do they do timeout? Do they sit and talk with the child? Are they a hands-on parent? You have to sit up here and maybe even assign who's to do what in that relationship. So you have to really know your mate. You have to know who you're dealing with. Does this person like to dress? Do they like the finer things in life? If so, are they willing to share and make sure you have the finer things in life? Education. What are their goals for education? Do you mind furthering your education? Most people think you get to a certain age and you don't have to go to school anymore. You can still go to school to keep up with everything how the world is going to change. So learning is never an age limitation. You can learn all the time. Is this the type of person that you have? Does this person support you in whatever you do? No matter how minute it is to them, but they can see to you is something that you really like. Will they support you in that? You have to know all of these things. Will they compromise when a problem arises? Do they like to argue? Do they like to fight? Are they insecure? Do you need to know where I am at all times? You got to know who you with. You have to know who your mate is. And don't overlook those red flags. If you see it in the beginning of the relationship, it's only going to get worse when you get married. Do they fly off the handle over the slightest little thing? Or can you guys come together and sit down as grown-ups and talk about the situation? All this has to be talked about. All this is part of knowing your mate. Do they like to hug? Do they like to kiss? Do they caress you? I mean, because if that's what you like, if you're a touchy-feely person, what are you going to be with somebody that don't want to do all of that? It's not going to work. You have to know your mate. Do you need your mate to compliment you every time you change something about yourself? Or are you a confident enough person where it's like, hey, I already know it's on point? How does your mate handle diversity? How will they interact with your family? And not saying that the family will need to be involved in that, but to a certain extent, how do they interact with your family? Are they a private person? Are they, introverted or extroverted? So just food for thought. Wanted to come through and drop a little something out there. Let me know what you think about this. Drop me a line or two under the comment section. You guys have been real great about that, and I love it. So just keep it coming, and I will see you on the next video. Bye.